So people are always going to judge you, but you don't have to care. And it's true. People are going to always judge you no matter what. No matter what, you're good, a good person, bad, whatever, they're going to judge. Now, they won't know the whole story. I guess maybe unless you put it all out there, but they won't know the whole story, and it won't matter because that's not going to stop them. Usually a person's view or their perspective is typically their reality, and the truth of the matter is that most people aren't going to refrain from saying those mean or hurtful things just because they don't have all the facts. And in a situation like that, you can pretty much, up to you, but you can pretty much like wear yourself out. And what I mean by that is like always trying to ensure that everybody has a full and complete picture of everything that might be going on with or about you at all times, so that they can make the most accurate judgment about you, having access to all the facts and stuff like that, so that's one way. You know what I mean? Like I said, just you wearing yourself out trying to do all of that. Now, you can also drown in your misery, just by holding on to the things that people might think or even say about you. Um, and then ultimately, like I said before, it's a choice, but you can just brush it all off, or at least try to. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to sit there and say, "Oh, just brush it off," because a lot of times people don't know the situation. They don't know how severe everything might be. So, it's easy to just say, "Just brush it off." But if you don't know like the situation, at least try to brush it off. You know what I'm saying? Or at least if you don't know the situation that somebody's going through, to just tell them to brush it off. Then um, maybe try to find out what's going on, and just have a conversation maybe, and try to suggest that they brush it off, but don't just tell them to, because it's easier said than done. Because think about it, like at the end of the day, it's like when you go to bed at night, the only one that's like sleeping in your bed, the only one that's needs to make sure that you feel comfortable with every action that you take is you. And as long as you can feel good about the things that you do, um, then it's not going to matter how anybody might see you or think. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference between like constructive concern and assuming the worst of somebody. The people in your life that are worth your effort, the ones that love you and care about you, they're not going to make, for the most part, they're not going to make those hurtful judgments or say things that make you feel bad. So just try not to worry about those people who are like that, um, that judge you and stuff, because we all get judged. So just try not to waste your time not being as happy as you can be, because it's just not worth it at the end of the day. So, but with that being said, I just wanted to get my synopsis on that, and I do have to thank everybody for tuning into the video. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe on your way out as well. I would greatly appreciate that. And as always, continue to stay blessed, stay hydrated, stay safe, continue to be encouraged, and have a great rest of your day. All right, y'all take care.